Hi guys, this is Old Jen. I'm here with New Jen at Babe's Old Fashioned Hamburgers. Pardon the look, I know I look a little rough, but we wanted to do something to acknowledge 600 plus subs. The Q&A coming up.
New Jen here. Sorry I look a little under the weather. Haven't slept much today.
That's what energy drinks do. So guys, we're going to be enjoying some things today, like some bacon cheeseburgers, some fried pickles, some onion rings, and some french fries. During it all, we're also going to do some Q&A. So, first Q&A, actually, don't recall the name, I don't have that list with me, but one of the Q&As was, what made you want to do YouTube? So take it away, New Jen, why did you want to do YouTube?
Well, I wanted to make a way so I can pave my own career path where I could be my own boss.
So your ultimate goal is to become monetized where you're making a decent amount of money?
Yes.
Gotcha. Continuing on, what father doesn't want to support their kid in pursuing a dream? And be honest, Nugent is a little bit shy, a little bit camera shy sometimes. So I thought, having done professional theater, some online radio DJing, done MCing, fairly comfortable, I would help him get over his shyness by partnering with him on the channel. And I think it's worked, and you guys seem to have responded to it. So, excellent question, guys. Second question came from Shut Your Gob, and he wanted to know, in light of the fast amount of subscribers we've been gaining, if it slows down, if we're gonna be suffering our momentum or not. For me, no. Is monetization the eventual goal? Yes, because that's what Nugent wants, is to be monetized and be making a pretty decent profit. But if it slows down for a while, no, because honestly, we gave ourselves an entire year to hit 1,000 subs, which means we have technically until, I want to say, we didn't film our first video until actually the 3rd of January. So we have until the January 3rd of next year to get that watch time and those subscribers. That's our goal. Is it a lofty goal? Yes. But I believe in aiming big or not aiming at all. And what about you, Nugent? How do you feel if we lose momentum on the subscriber count? Are you going to...
It's not going to stop me. It's just going to make me push harder.
So if we hit a low, guys, we're just going to try and be creative as possible and push harder. Change up the content, switch out the thumbnails, but just push harder, continue to grind. Now, we are going to try and start doing something, guys, so it's a little more predictable, so you guys know when we're going to. So for Old Gen versus New Gen versus World, we are more than likely going to go to a 3-day-a-week schedule.
Other than maybe sometimes something special.
Yeah, but
thrown
that's
in there.
just extra. So you can count on us. We're going to be definitely posting on Mondays, which will be regular Valhalla. No, Mondays will be, right now, Valhalla, the Wrath of the Druids content. Wednesdays will be regular Valhalla. And Fridays will be, until we get it completed, Valhalla, Wrath of the Druids. With Tuesdays and Thursdays being either a game that Nugent decides to play or I decide to play. I might decide to do some Doom Eternal on a Tuesday or Thursday. Or we might also do a little bit of Neo on Tuesdays or Thursdays.
And something you guys...
Hold on. We'll get with you guys.
The thing about this restaurant that you might notice, each of their tables has famous baseball players and what they played for their whole career. This one's a little damaged, but you can still see what they had for their whole year.
So we like this place. It's great for getting burgers that are not, made in a fast food establishment, have good flavor. And we get fried pickles here, onion rings, and french fries, along with our bacon cheeseburgers.
Sometimes shakes, but right now I think because of the virus going around, we're not doing shakes.
All right, guys, we'll catch you in a little bit.
Alright guys, as you can see around Babes, they have old marketing material along with some new marketing material. So some of you like remember Red Cream Soda, the Red Rose. Over in the corner over there, there's 3 arcade systems.
And one of them I think is a racing game, so we might try it out in honor of Shut Your Guy. All right, guys. Another question that we were asked. This one comes from Mishka C's gaming channel, and she wanted to know, as a father and son working on a channel together, what keeps us from killing one another or hurting one another?
Well, me and my dad, we do bicker a lot on consistent content because there's days I don't feel like recording at all.
And there's days that I don't feel like recording. But the good news is we usually it's usually not on the same day, so we usually push each other when we need to get some content going.
What keeps us from killing each other, though, is that we've dealt with each other's bull long enough to know that we're kind of stuck together like glue.
And I'm going to be honest, there's a level of unconditional love and respect there on both our parts. We've been through a lot together, so if we're both not feeling it on a day, and it can happen, then we're just not going to film that day. But we try to make sure we're doing it 3 days a week. We were trying to do it every day, and that's just a grind. So we're going to do it 3 days a week.
And to do it every day, it would be hard because eventually, even though I'm only returning to work for like 2 to 3 days, that's 2 to 3 days where there's no content being produced. And if there's no content being produced, there isn't
no channel growth.
With the channel,
you guys are be honest, guys. This is something that you can just kind of learn about YouTube. If you're not engaged, you're not producing content, people usually aren't tuning in. So that's the reason why we stay motivated and we push to get as much content out there as possible. The next question was, what's your favorite old gen game, New Gen?
My favorite old generation game. That's kind of hard because I have a soft spot for like 3 old games.
Okay, so why don't you call out those 3 old gen games?
So, Legend of Zelda, Diablo, and Doom.
Awesome choices. Now, for me, the question was, what's my favorite new gen game so far? I haven't played a lot of the newer gen games. I've been exposed to some, but I would say out of the most recent new gen games, my favorite has to be that I played, and I'm getting ready to play Resident Evil Village, but I haven't played it yet. I would say Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Biggest disappointment of a new gen game to date has to be, and I know, Almisa, I apologize in advance, but I'm going to go on record as saying this, Cyberpunk 2077.
Turn the camera around.
This game was a big disappointment.
See, with the Cyberpunk 2077, I was one of the people after The Witcher 3 who heard it in the E3 panel and was like, I'm ready for this. A paper top game that I liked to play, and now it's getting a video game adaptation. And then they overpromised.
They hyped up the game and they didn't deliver.
And see, with CD Projekt Red, they built good morale with me. With The Witcher and The Witcher 2 and The Witcher 3.
And now they just kind of trashed
And then after I started playing it, it was a buggy mess. All the time my save files were getting corrupted. It got to the point where I couldn't play it anymore. And it was a big disappointment to me.
Because we do want to get our money's worth out of it, we will be returning to doing Cyberpunk, and we will try and do a complete playthrough. But I think instead of it being new gen, it'll actually be me, old gen, taking on Cyberpunk. So, we would not be where we are today without all of you guys. And we are at 600 plus subscribers. That number keeps fluctuating, but I'm comfortable to say at least 600. We're at 600 plus subscribers. And I want to say, wow, we didn't think we would get growth this fast, to be honest with you. And we are appreciative. We got nothing but love for all of you. Thank you for joining this journey. It's exciting for us. Just want to give a few personal thank yous to some content creators who have shown me the way, shown me the ropes, helped get us exposure and given us a lot of support. I would have to say, shut your gob. Rob, you're amazing. Can't say enough good stuff about you. Now, in addition to that, I want to say thank you to casual hardcore gamers. It's specifically to RJ. A tremendous amount of support coming from you, brother. Really appreciate it. Can't say enough also about Gamer Centric. Some of his tips are really the reason why I think we've been able to drive so much traffic to the channel today. Specifically the way he said to reuse content, and we're going to be actually publishing more content like that where we reuse it for tutorials and things of that nature. But Gamer Centric has got to be a spot on guy. He's always given a supportive word of encouragement. In addition to that, guys, and I don't want to leave anybody out, but I'm sure I'm going to, but anybody from the Discord server, the Creatives Collective, thank you, and the Home Away from YouTube, and Clouded Minds. All of y'all are wonderful support, but I want to give a special shout out to four specific ladies. Jet from Jet Game Creations, so fantastic. Who couldn't ask for a better friend and someone who gives you a shot in the arm when you need it? VR Vampy, always there with support. Can't say enough about you. I would also say Mishka, I can't say enough good things about you. Every single time we publish a video, we know that you're gonna be there. That support means a lot. And then our screen queen of YouTube that we like to watch, which is Sammy Bug. By and far, I think one of the most genuine, sweetest individuals that you can come across. And if you're not watching any of those content creators that I've mentioned, you really ought to check them out, okay? They've got great content. And then I guess Nugent also has a few thank yous that he'd like to say.
There's someone that's been there since the beginning for our channel. They're called Dad TV. They've been there to support us through the thick and thin with the beginning of the channel. I would like to thank you for being there through our journey, and we're glad to watch you through yours. Now, I didn't notice, but one of my friends, you know who you are, has decided to come back from the depths of God knows where on YouTube and follow me again. Thank you. And of course, I want to give a shout out to Bubble Wolf Gaming, and I think I'm pronouncing it Brian
Black Games.
Brian Black Games. I enjoy watching your content.
All right, guys. So, without further ado, we're gonna enjoy this grub. See, we got the bacon cheeseburgers, the fried pickles, the fried onion rings, and the French fries. We're gonna enjoy this food now, guys. But we wanted to say thank you. It's been an amazing run. So until next time, guys. This is Old Jen.
And this is New Gen.
Saying we'll see you on the flip side. Bye now.